When you reach level 60 in Torchlight Infinite, you gain access to the Trade House. Torchlight Infinite is a game that's built on trading, so you won't always be able to obtain the gear that you want as a drop. In fact, some of the rarest and most powerful legendary items in the game are so rare that only 1 in 100 or 1 in 1,000 players might see them within a given season. But there's a very good chance you'll see something that someone else values. So, to buy the items you need, and sell the items you don't, you'll have to use the Trade House. The Trade House has 5 main tabs. The basic one, the Advanced Search, My Booth, History, and My Collection. Let's start with the basic tab. It has several sub-tabs. Legendary items, with this little star here and the big sword and shield. All other items, with the normal sword and shield. And commodities with the backpack. Personally, I really don't use the normal trade tab for either legendaries or normal items. This is because you don't really have good search filtering. Sure, you can go here, find the legendary that you want. Let's just pretend I'm looking for a new Tide of Sticks. And then I have a big, long, confusing mess with a ton of options. So instead, when I'm searching for items, I prefer to use the Advanced tab. But most commodities aren't really any different from each other. If I select Reincarnation Embers, well, they all do the same thing. The only difference is the stack size. Is someone trying to scam you, or are they giving you a pretty good deal? In general, I would say that you should use the basic tab for commodities. You should use the advanced tab for almost everything else. So let's go there now. And let's go back to that Tide of Sticks option. I would select Legendary Items, Strength Helmet, Base Gear, Tide of Sticks. I could now see all the Tide of Sticks helmets. But maybe I don't want to see all of them. I only want to see the ones that aren't corroded. So I'd select Corroded Gear and move the slider to No. This is an example of a simple search that you can do to greatly reduce the number of results, thus reducing the time that you spend trading. On the other hand, maybe I don't know quite what I want. I can look through this list, because the search criteria will automatically be populated with mods from the item. So I know that regenerates % of life when life isn't full is a mod on Tide of Sticks, and sure enough, here it is. Now, when you're looking at corroded items, and the roles matter, it can often be better to click this button down here to go from normal display to detailed display. In the detailed display, you get to see the mods on the item, but it will only show 3 items at a time as opposed to the normal 10. This is for searching quickly, and this is for when the mods actually matter, and you don't want to have to click on every item manually. Let's say I wanted to buy one of these, maybe this one right here for 1,300 Flame Elementium is exactly what I wanted. I would click on the item, I'd take a look at the stats, I'd then click on the price, and if I wanted to purchase it, I would hit confirm. Note, you have to have enough money to be able to buy the item to confirm the trade. If there's something that isn't right about this page, be sure to hit cancel to exit without spending your money. When you purchase an item, it goes to the history tab, but we'll talk about that tab in just a minute. Next up, you have My Booth. This is where you list your items for sale. And it works pretty simply. Click on an item, put in the quantity. For this, it's 1 because that doesn't stack. Put in the currency type. Do always double check this. You can set it as default to Flame Elementium, but sometimes it breaks, so just make sure. And then the total price. Well, I don't know how much it's worth. I could go back to Advanced tab and search for Corrupted Bulwark, or I could use the price check feature. The price check feature is right here, and this works on any item in your inventory as well as on the trade screen. And now I know the price of a Corrupted Bulwark, but not this one. So now I have to click this little symbol here to look at the mods. The fact that it's item level 92 doesn't matter. What does matter is I have all this energy shield. So what is something with 1296? 1296 is really specific. Maybe 1250. What is a Corrupted Bulwark with 1,250 energy shield worth? And all of a sudden, I have a very nice list of 30, 50, 80, 88, 90, so on. Maybe 50 is too low though. So let's raise that to 70. Search again. The 30 got eliminated. If we want to get really greedy, maybe 90. Nearly perfect. And there you go. Still 50, so it's worth about 50 or 49 FE. Maybe if I'm lucky that one will sell, and it would sell for 98 or 99. You'll start with one normal booth that has 3 slots. As you level up, you'll get 6 and then 9, with the last 3 coming at character level 90. You can also rent premium booths. renting a premium booth costs 388 Primo Crysts, and it is season limited, meaning you'll have to buy a new one every 3 months, aka you are not buying it, you are renting it. You also get 1 premium booth if you have a paid battle pass. And again, that goes away at the end of a season. By default, your offers will last for 24 hours. If you want to refresh it, just hit refresh duration. If your stuff is lasting for 24 hours without selling, it's probably overpriced, and I suggest lowering the price to encourage people to buy it. When someone does buy something, or when you buy something, it will be over in the History tab. You can see here, I sold this Scarlet Axe for around 1,500 Flame Elementium, I purchased an Endless Fortress for 120, and I purchased a different Endless Fortress for 100. So there's 2 things you can deduce from this. 1, I might not be very good with money since I bought the same item twice. I was testing stuff in my defense. And 2, this is where you go to collect items or sales. You can use the Claim All, and if you don't want to see the marks of shame like this, just delete the record afterwards. Then finally, we have the Collection tab. The Collection tab lets you keep an eye on items. You mark things for the collection using this little circle in the top left. Maybe I don't care about both of these, I'll just keep the cheaper one, and it's removed from the collection. Do be noted, this doesn't reserve the item in any way, it lets you get back to it and see it, so if you're not sure about buying something, it's absolutely worth doing, but someone could just buy it, in which case you'd be out of luck. So next time you need an upgrade, or next time you get a sweet drop, head over to the trade house and get to trading. If you want to know some advanced search tips for trading in Torchlight Infinite, there's going to be a video in the card with more information. And now I'm curious, what have your experiences been trading in Torchlight Infinite so far? Do you have any other tips to share with people? If so, leave them down in the comments below. Personally, I do have one, but I'll save it right for the end of the video. Before that though, I want to take a moment to thank my patrons and channel members for the continued support. For as low as $1 a month, you can help make videos just like this one possible. Head down to the description for more info. While you're down there, be sure to leave a like and get subscribed. It's completely free and will keep you up to date whenever I release a new video. My last tip is when you get a legendary item drop, be sure to check the price of the uncorroded version rather than the general price of a corroded version. People like to gamble on corroding items, so very often the uncorroded version is much more valuable. This could easily give you twice as much profit as you otherwise would have gotten from selling the item. That's all for me today. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something.